footage, which means he has been taping a lot of footage for years, which also tells me that something else is coming. You ain't been taping all this footage for all these years just to do a quick dump because you needed to be humanized.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. So Drake has released a huge folder of previously unseen content, which includes 3 new songs and behind the scenes footage. Material from studio sessions, audio clips, and fresh tunes were uploaded to a website called 100 Gigs, with the Canadian rapper posting a screenshot of the site on his Instagram story. The 3 unreleased songs are titled It's Up, featuring Young Thug and 21 Savage, Housekeeping Nose, and Blue Green Red. The release, which totals just over 100 gigs of data, comes after a quiet few months for Drake, following his feud with fellow rapper Kendrick Lamar. In one of the folders, which references his 2016 hit Hotline Bling, Drake is seen explaining that the song is named after someone he had a romantic encounter with, whose name he saved in his phone as Hotline Bling. Another folder, which references Honestly Nevermind, shows footage from inside the studio of the production of the 2022 album, in which Drake and his team are reacting to the music.
Truly amazing to me. Great to see. Phenomenal move by him and his team. That release was peculiar.
That's still up, by the way.
It is still up?
Yeah, I just checked the website.
Okay.
It's up. The music is still there.
Oh, then we take it back.
Someone had to talk.
Drake posted on his shit that, on his Insta story, that he was having a problem. All right,
I'm sure someone called someone and said, hey, this is good.
That's still a very peculiar drop, number one.
Smart drop. He needed to be humanized to the public.
Yeah, it diverted that beef energy. When it happened, I hadn't seen the stuff, but I was like, I'm sure they're gonna show him in a funny, silly, more humanistic light, because the pictures out here now is that he's this fucking dragon coming down, swooping everybody's shit. You gotta show him it.
And the more creative, and even in the we've always known he's been super creative, but just seeing the creative process that he does made you just appreciate the songs
making
more.
the beat.
Yeah, him making the beat,
with, whoever was making
reference tracks, doing shit for Kanye and all these other people. Yeah, that was dope.
Do you think that it was received that way, though?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Not my concern how it was received. Me, as a music lover and fan, loved seeing that.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't even care too much about the songs.
Yeah,
I didn't care too much about the songs.
Didn't matter.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of shit I didn't even know what that was.
A lot of footage, which means he has been taping a lot of footage for years, which also tells me that something else is coming. You ain't been taping all this footage for all these years just to do a quick dump because you needed to be humanized. Yeah. Something is coming, like a big something, with all of this footage.
And we saw that Kanye Genius Netflix doc, and like with an artist of Drake's stature. Yeah, I'm recording, and I'm gonna put together
Especially he came from fucking media, from TV.
Exactly.
He gave us a bunch of C sides.
Oh yeah, for sure.
C and D sides, and the real shit is coming soon.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
But I was even really appreciative of that, man. His recording process, him in the booth, him coming up, him not so successful, him then successful. I was talking to Monty. I was like, I don't know how I feel now about Hotline Bling, right? Now that I see him and his crew in there coming up with the lyrics to Hotline Bling, we've all heard the rumors about Drum and him taking the song from Drum and the idea and the inspiration. That Drum song was a hit. That Drake song was a smash.
Yes.
Like mega smash. And any of us could have gotten that Drum beat and going in the studio. We were not coming out with Hotline Bling.
That's a fact.
We were not coming out with Hotline Bling.
I think
now, where he got the inspiration from, even now, I'm too much of that nigga. That ain't never happened.
I don't even like that.
Where I fucked something down and then her phone was blown up. No, nigga. All her niggas knew that it was my turn to fuck it down. They had to bust it down. They wasn't just calling while I'm right there. Look, they don't play with me like that. But even the inspiration where he got the song, I loved everything about the drop. I can't lie.
Even just how Jay made it a priority to get that verse done. Like literally them talking about, Jay's literally on stage. He about to get off in 2 hours, and he going back in just so we can get this one shit with him. That was dope.
That was fire.
There was a lot of them stories coming out. Ross just told one about how he went up to the Garden. Jay was about to perform. Right before he went on stage, let him hear the beat, and fucking record off Teflon Don. Freemason. He did it in. He told him what the concept was, and he did it in 20 minutes. And then when it hit the stage.
Now, on the flip side of this coin, while I absolutely love the drop, I do not love what I think it symbolizes.
What's that?
I never think an artist of Drake's stature should do a free release of that stature.
Think it sniffs of
something
moving into legacy world.
Yeah, something is funny there for me. Yes, it was a phenomenal move, I love it.
I would agree with you if it wasn't coming off a horrible 6 months of.
I was about to say, yeah, I think desperate times call for desperate measures.
You emptied a lot of banana clips for that stabbing.
I think that nigga.
He sent a lot of bullets out. 100 gigs, a lot of footage, and 3 songs.
That nigga needs a
break.
But
I got a whole that ain't.
That ain't half.
That ain't even a piece of what I really got.
I understand that. I'm just not used to that from our megastar.
He ain't used to that.
He's not used to being in that position.
I'm trying to repurpose shit that I already have to give myself more time with all the other shit I'm trying to do.
Listen, it worked on me. I jumped back on the wagon.
Look,
I jumped back on the wagon like, nah, good to see him. Listen, I don't like mob ties Drake. I don't like anybody that it feel like this is not organic and true to who you are.
Word.
The Drake footage for me showed him in his natural light with his normal accent,
Smoking
with
a hookah.
his normal friends, blowing. I never seen a nigga smoke more hookah than that.
Except for Ice.
All of our favorite slaps, he had that hookah going. Like, that's you, guy.
Talking to his mom
That's
about
you.
the Serena shit.
Yeah.
I didn't like the conversation, but I appreciate it because, it was real.
Even
That's
that,
real.
when he's like, yes, Ma, I'm dissing Serena. But I'm kind enough to do it
with a slap
on a joint that I know she'll like. I normally customize the disses to be a song that the girl is gonna like, because I know the girl.
That's both.
I like hearing that.
That's some shit you would say. Hey, yo, fam, that is some shit that you would tell me.
That's never nothing I would say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
The shit's like he made kicking chicks back in.
I wouldn't give a fuck if they liked it, didn't like it, heard it, didn't hear it. I'm getting my shit off, bitch.
I'm talking about his rationalization and the bullshit. Ma, I know I'm dissing her, but at least she gonna like it. What the fuck are we talking about?
That's why it's a little maniacal. A little bit maniacal.
I think he's maniacal. I want him to embrace that type of maniacal versus the mob ties maniacal.
So the evil genius rather than mob ties?
I mean, I'm just going off what I believe his personality traits to be. I don't know because I don't know him and he don't know me.
Let me ask you a question. If you started out that, because some of us have seen this, it was a nigga that might have been a nerd. Right?
Me. Me.
No, but listen.
And me. He about to name my exact story.
No, but now you on a journey of hanging with them niggas. And now that shit really starts to become a part of your life, where you moving around the streets with real street niggas and you engage with real street niggas on a day-to-day. We've seen nerd niggas start to adapt some of that.
That's a fact.
We've seen that.
So you're talking about,
we shouldn't
so
encourage
you're talking about people without discipline. You're talking about people without discipline.
No, that sounds.
I ran around with Webb and Nitty for a million years. At no point did I feel like, all right, I can speak to people like I'm Webb and Nitty, maybe except for my 50.
But you start rapping about, yo, nigga, you went from 10 minutes to rapping on tapes talking about don't let me go get a gun or come with a tripod and all that
I
other
was doing
shit.
that long before Webb and Nitty. That's just hip hop.
What up?
The second that I start doing it and behaving that way and pulling up and encouraging the real niggas around me to live their life in a way that's not conducive with this music shit that we on, then I'm doing me and you a disservice.
It's possible, but
Drake is a chameleon, though.
And
So
you never,
That's the other thing that footage said.
In that
It really cemented him being the greatest actor in the world.
Yeah, he's a chameleon. So at that
me.
point, if you are going to make that music because you want to be that well-rounded just musically, at some degree you got to also live up to it in some type of
or yo,
but that's just you as a, I don't want to just say an actor, but just as a chameleon of your surroundings. If I'm going to play this part, I got to play it to a T because that's the only way this is going to make sense at the moment. Or whether it's real or not, or whether we respect it or not, you just got to stick to it.
Or this is who I've been wanting to be all along, and I just never been able to do it. But now I have the means to do it.
That's
I got the real niggas around me that is
all of that is rapper cap. And I know we in entertainment. See, that's rapper cap. If my mom is in these studio sessions and that's who I'm confiding in when I diss Serena, I don't want to hear none of that shit you're talking about. I don't want to hear none. I really want to be this nigga. Nigga, shut up. Be yourself.
I could be multifaceted.
Both things can be true.
I really want to be that.
Both things can be true.
No, it ain't.
Both things can be true.
No, it ain't.
Yes, they can.